I'm exploring a style that goes beyond realism, something that maximizes the potential of oil paint. Is that still possible? Haven't we seen all the greats, the Rembrandts, the Velázquezes, the AI generative slop? I will be sharing some clips of me working on this piece and some thoughts along the way. This is the underdrawing, that's the head. I'm using charcoal. As you can see, it's not perfect, doesn't have to be. It looks messy. But I want to capture that feeling. I want to capture that energy, that grungy look. For the shoes, as with the other objects in the painting, I used minimalistic rendering. Less details, more design. This is the stage where I'm finding and establishing the colors that I want to use. Setting the values, the temperature. I don't paint them in their exact colors in reality. I pick the colors that I want, the colors that I think will do the job best in representing the form. And sometimes I choose the wrong ones. As you can see here, it's not just a single color. It's a set of colors that creates this unified color shape. Here I'm using the palette knife to scrape and blend the colors. This is one of those times when the palette knife works better than the brush. I bet you haven't tried this one. Try it if you haven't, if you're a painter yourself. I use flat shapes to build the forms, but if you look closely, they are not totally flat. Multiple colors make up each plane, and each color is carefully picked. My initial plan with the amplifier is to paint the speakers loosely and make it look like it's exploding. That's a good idea, but I scrapped it and just made the cable look like a half note. I think it's way more interesting to have that subtle detail. Here I'm testing an idea of painting the sky as colorful blocks. As you will see later, I will just paint over them. This is a painting within the painting. It's a rock band concert scene. I made it pink magenta so that it matches the book on the floor beside the figure. This book is a collection of Andy Warhol portraits, with the best one on the cover, with Debbie Harry. The other book is Shakespeare's use of the arts of language. It's a comprehensive study of his rhetorical techniques. I believe this is a sculpture tool, just testing it out. It doesn't work. I'm starting to mess up the colorful square shapes. I don't want them anymore. I prefer painting the sky as just one big bright square shape outlined by the window, the brightest and biggest empty space in the frame. Because the overall design of the piece as a whole is more important than the micro design. These square shapes work, but they're not doing much for the whole piece. Now I'm using impasto here to thicken up the thinly painted areas. This is the lightest part of the painting, so in this mix I'm generous with titanium white mixed with a bit of cadmium yellow. When you want a white area to really pop out, you just add a little bit of yellow. Perhaps yellow is the lightest color when it comes to oil paint. I mean, perception wise. Is there a better way to paint clouds than by using a palette knife like this? Do you think it's finished? What do you think of the style? Do you think it's better than pure realism? Let me know in the comments below.